Praise the Lord and welcome to Southern California, where I am the diocesan bishop, Bishop Dr. William A. Benson, and I am with my lovely wife, elect lady Dr. Rachelle Y. Benson. And we're representing the Southern California District Council, the 67th Episcopal District of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. We want to thank our presiding prelate in the person of Bishop Theodore Brooks and our first assistant, Bishop Mark Talbert, and our second assistant, Bishop Richard D. Howe, and all the executive board, the EBC, all the constituents that make up this wonderful oneness, oldest organization in the whole wide world. We have been appointed to be your host on today as we celebrate focus on the marriage. And so we want to let you know that we have been married for 21 years. It'll be 21 years May the 15th of this year. And so we're still learning about marriage, but I think we've learned a couple things that will be helpful tips on moving forward in marriage and the ministry. And so, elect lady, give us some marriage tips. Tip number one.
Well, before we start tip number one, Bishop Benson and I, we actually teach a class called Let's Stay Together. And we put some tips together. And we hope that it will be a blessing to all of you on today. The first tip is vested in togetherness. Vested in togetherness. The first thing we like to ask people when we also sit down and talk with them are you vested in this marriage? Because if you're not vested in the marriage and vested into change, then it's going to be very difficult for it to be successful. And when you're invested into something, you put energy, you put time, you put patience into it, and you want to make sure that there are benefits on both sides. And when I say benefits on both sides, meaning that there should be benefits for the husband and benefits for the wife, or why be married? Bishop.
Well, I think that is wonderful how we talk about benefits, because a lot of times we try to put marriage in a percentage. We try to say it's 50-50. Sometimes we say it's 70-30. Sometimes we say it's 60-40. I don't know about the percentages, but what I do know is that you want to make sure that whatever you bring to the table is valuable for the unit. And I think that as long as the benefits are beneficial to each other, I think that that's going to be 100% marriage. So let's not get caught up on who's bringing 60, who's bringing 70, but let's make sure that the benefits that are coming from each person are beneficial to the unit. What do you think about that?
I think that's very good. And the energy that you're putting into both sides as well and supporting each other. It should be a win-win on both ends. And it should be a compliment on both ends.
I think that one thing when we talk about investment, you have to know your roles. A lot of times the Bible clearly tells us that man is the head and women are the helpmate. And I got all that. But sometimes you have to identify who has the specialty and what is needed. And that's not identified by gender. That's identified by passion and expertise and education. It doesn't always mean that the man is the financial astute number cruncher. It might be the woman and vice versa. So you need to know what are the talents and the skills and the benefits that come to the table and not let it be driven by gender. I think so.
I think so too. And not be afraid to share those, because at the end of the day, you're there to support each other and you're partners to make it together. So why not use your talents and your energy to be vested in making your marriage successful?
You know, I know this is not really a part of the tips, but I was just thinking about
what were you thinking about?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. But I was just thinking about our youngest daughter. Our youngest daughter, Grace Elizabeth Benson, she's a sophomore at University UCSD. She's taken chemical engineering. And both of her parents, myself and her mother, we are higher learners in education. We both retain doctorates and masters and bachelors. However, there are certain times that when my daughter comes to us, she's looking for that educational expertise. And so she knows if it's math, if it's science, if it's formulas. She normally comes to me. I'm the numbers guy. But when it comes to English and all of the
Psychology, social studies.
psychology, grammar, she knows to go to mom. And what it does, it creates a balance with her, and it doesn't take away from me when she comes to me with an English issue, and I say, listen, you need to go see your mom, or she comes with a